with the Arizona Cardinals. And this will be a touchback. As that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 11.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's in. Instincts, being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Here we go. 65. 180! Topper!
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go. Here we go.
Coleman. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now after the holding call, he's second and 20.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Jim.
13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Watch the
11.
Coleman now. That one a first down pickup of 8. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
He can't hang.
21.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
This is Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Strong right. Strong right.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's see what you got.
Play action, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Dante Pettis. Incomplete.
Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check. Let's go. Echo. Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Arizona. "52 yards.
And a Cardinal first down.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Patrick. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Hey, check Mike.
White.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Check
that.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter, and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Anyway.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points.
And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
One, Omaha.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
11. Hey, alert. Watch the twist. Stay hot.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
At the 35-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Arizona.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got double up. Double up. Go, go.
Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check. Right there. 54 Mike.
Murray now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Find Kirk complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Hold it. 15 miles.
Running for the shotgun with Dre. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go. 180. 21.
Switch.
On first down, Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now, 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch the safety crease.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
And to give this time to the tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here we go again. Alert three, alert three, alert three. Sick guy, check it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Patrick, the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, here's Murray. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Go, go. Bang, 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 bang. Shit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patrick. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the 22, Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On 3rd down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
Here we go.
I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 180!
43's the mic.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
43's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Check 45's the mic.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Check 52. 22, Jet Bomber. 22, Jet Bomber.
First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
I got him.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Bind, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
It's 3rd down and goal.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's McKinnon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Niners on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo now. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions, that maybe you run out your special teams and fake it. Because even though teams say, hey, we plan for the fake all the time, I know from experience, you look at the situation and say there's no way they're going to fake it here. And they probably had a better chance if they tried it that way.
You better be afraid of me.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now this time Murray to throw it, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
47, 49ers 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here we go, here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. And that's a combination that 49er fans are happy to see. Garoppolo to McKinnon, and they want to see a lot of it. They didn't get to witness it at all last year. Remember, McKinnon got injured before the season began. But you think back to his final year in Minnesota in 2017, had almost 1,000 yards of total offense, a lot of those on the receiving end of things. He is definitely a weapon out of the backfield like we just saw. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big